He even came to my place in 2019 and helped me do some fundraising. He was a very dedicated man. We always met at the church down here. It's a Catholic, and there was a devoted Catholic church follower. You can see he had also always having a rosary. And we have missed somebody who was very intelligent. When it came to education matters, he would offer very good advice. And therefore, I want to take this opportunity to say, Paul, to the family, and of course, William Yoptuma also. We came together here in 2013, and he was a very dedicated contributor to most of the issues in this house. And therefore, people in Baringo, I think, have missed a very intelligent person, and therefore also take this opportunity to send my personal condolence to the family of Honorable William Kiptumo, and I want to take this opportunity also to say we have missed Kenya, very important people. May the Lord
katika taifa letu la Kenya na pia katika mabunge yetu mawili.
Thank you, Naisula.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise also to pass my sincere condolences to the families, relatives, friends, and also the constituents of Honorable Malulu Injendi of Malala constituency, and also Honorable William Cheptumo of the Senator of Baringo County. I was privileged to work with the two gentlemen, Mr. Speaker. Honorable Injendi, I was the chairperson of the Regional Integration Committee in the 12th Parliament, Mr. Speaker. And later, I also served under Honorable Cheptumo when he was the chairman of JLAC. I must say that this country and their constituents have lost very dedicated legislatures in this house, Mr. Speaker. And I must say that there are some of the people who worked in silence. They were never noisemakers. They used to work silently in their areas where they've been elected. They had clean politics, Mr. Speaker, based on issues. And also in the committees, I saw both gentlemen very dedicated, Mr. Speaker. And so it is not only their families who have lost, and it is not only the people who elected them, but the entire country, Mr. Speaker, have lost two great gentlemen, Mr. Speaker. And I must say that in your condoling with their families, Mr. Speaker, you gave a true tribute of who the two gentlemen were, Mr. Speaker, and in them we shall dearly miss them, and we will also remember and learn a lot from their leadership, Mr. Speaker. May their souls rest in eternal peace.
Thank you, John Makali.
Give me the mic. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity. Let me take this opportunity, Honorable Speaker, on my own behalf and on behalf of the great people of Kandui constituency to eulogize the late Honorable Malulu Injendi. Honorable Malulu Injendi was a true representative of the people. He was a man who actually never shied away from his faith. Honorable Malulu Injendi was our senior, and he was my neighbor here in Parliament. We could consult at very, very short notice. Honorable Malulu Injendi was a real humble man, was an icon of humility. And the only thing we can be able to do, Honorable Speaker, as we send off Honorable Malulu Injendi, is to remember what he adeptly stood for. He adeptly stood for passing legislation to assist the village managers and the village elders so they can also be able to get some money arising from the service they give to our people. So as we eulogize and send off Honorable Malulu Injendi, honorable members, we must send a gift to Honorable Malulu wherever he goes by passing the legislation which he adeptly pushed for in this house. He also contributed immensely in the education sector, and this house is poorer by the passing on of the Honorable Malulu Injendi. I take this opportunity to say pole sana to the people of Malava and say, may he go in peace. And as we eulogize also the Honorable Baringo Senator, we wish to say that I never had an opportunity to work with him, but from the records held in this particular house and in the Senate, he was such a very sharp and fine legal mind. May the people of Baringo also be consoled due to the loss of the Honorable Cheptumo. May their souls rest in eternal peace.
Murugara.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. So, Speaker, allow me, on behalf of the people of Tharaka constituency, Tharaka Nithi County, and my own behalf, to condole with all the primary school teachers for having lost their chairman, Mr. Nzioka, a great guy who served the teachers very diligently. Allow me also to condole with the people of Malava for the loss of one great gentleman by the name Moses Injendi, who actually we would describe as a gentleman par excellence, because nobody in this house would say they crossed paths with Honorable Malulu Injendi. He served so well, he was so humble, he was so amiable and humane in everything he did. This is a great loss to the people of Malava, and we condole with them. Allow me also to condole with the people of Baringo County for having lost one of my best friends, Honorable Chep. Chep, we crossed paths in A level as he studied in Kabarnet High School, and I was in Kabarak. We would occasionally meet for debates, and those debates were very fruitful. We then entered the University of Nairobi in 1988 and shared a class with him and also the Deputy Speaker of the House, the Honorable Gladys Boss. Let me disclaim that I was not in that class of those young men she has described. I was in the class of Chep. We were quite serious in studies, and Chep actually did very well. Eventually, we were admitted as advocates, and we practiced law with him. When I came to the House for the tour of the Parliament, I served under Honorable Chep when he was the chairperson of the jail.
Wangwe.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, on behalf of the great people of Navaholo, on behalf of myself, Honorable Speaker, too, and the Catholic fraternity, Honorable Speaker, allow me to pass a message of condolence to the family, friends, and relatives of the late Honorable Malulu Injendi. Honorable Speaker, I share religion with Mheshimiwa Injendi. I also share family issues with Mheshimiwa Injendi, Honorable Speaker. His wife and my wife happen to be sisters. And Honorable Speaker, when I was called upon to be with him at his hour of need in hospital, I felt being together with my brother. And indeed, I saw, Honorable Speaker, the dark times of Mheshimiwa Malulu, and also when he has rested, Honorable Speaker. I want also to thank the Parliamentary Service Commission, Honorable Speaker, for the good work they did for us up to yesterday. It was immense, they persevered, and Honorable Speaker, it cannot go without appreciating them for their input. Honorable Speaker, I worked here very well with Mheshimiwa Malulu as a person who understood the people of Malava, whom I neighbor with. As a neighbor, we were very good, we worked together, and Honorable Speaker, the greatest moment I wish to remember Mheshimiwa Malulu is in 2017, Honorable Speaker, when the entire region, Honorable Speaker, was in court. But we came through a very difficult time and held each other's hand and went through as Jubilee MPs. That was a moment, and Honorable Speaker, much time we used to do was to sit with him and he would pray for us. Honorable Speaker, on the issue of Honorable Chep, allow me to really wish the people of Baringo that indeed, Honorable Chep, I served with him twice in the 11th Parliament and 12th Parliament. And Honorable Speaker, many a times we used to refer to him as a walking dictionary because it was a working constitution, Honorable Speaker, because whenever the Speaker and then the Honorable Muturi could want to raise an issue of constitutionalism, he was there to help interpret the Constitution of.
Thank you, Rachel Nyamai.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. On behalf of the people of Kitui South and on my own behalf, Honorable Speaker, I would like to join you and the House in condoling with our two colleagues